Alright, hey truck fans, this is Chris here at Trucks Unique. Getting ready to show you the finishing touch video of the 15 Denali HD that we did. So we're going to go through a couple different things with you guys, but right now I'm starting up here in the front and show you guys. First thing is power boards. Alright everybody, so we're going over this truck here. We've got a couple different things. First thing we're going to go over are the amp power steps. This is their new plug and play setup that they have on these new 15, well actually 14 and newer GM trucks. Works awesome. They bolt up to the truck and it's all plug and play via the diagnostic port inside. Works awesome. Got your LED lights on them. They have a 2-second delay. So whenever you close the doors, they stand on for a second and then they go back up as soon as the delay is up. Work great on a big truck like this, and they're a necessity. You need to have them. Alright guys, now we're going to go over the suspension lift on this truck. This is a 12-inch, actually 10 to 12, set at 12, Cognito Motorsports suspension lift. Full 12-inch cross member, all your differential drops, everything you need to do the job. Lifts this truck up big and tall so we can put big wheels and tires on that, and we're going to see that here in a second. Alright, so now we're over here on the wheels and tire portion. These are 40 by 1550 24 Toyo Open Country mud terrains on a 24 by 12 Rockstar 2, and the full matte black goes really good with this gray finish. Looks awesome. Can't beat it. This is top of the line stuff, man. This is a great setup. Back also on the lift kit, now we're on this side of the view, we also got the Fox shocks that are part of this kit as well. Reservoir, heavy duty tie rods. I mean, this is a beef kit for a big GM truck. You can't beat it. This is a great setup. Coming to the back, you can see right here you got torsion bar drops for the torsion bars in the front to help keep all the angles proper so you can get that lift up in the front. In the rear, it's lifted via 4-inch Deaver springs and a 5-inch suspension seal block, and again with the Fox coil, or not coiler, but the Fox dual reservoir shocks in the back. Alright everybody, so we're going to go over the front end again on this lift. So this kit, like I told you on one of the other videos, it's lifted via 12-inch drop cross members. Other parts of the lift are also, you got new steel upper control arms, new longer, stronger steering knuckles, a new heavy-duty sway bar that's part of the kit, and then also the new heavy-duty tie rods that I talked about. Also down in here you can see there is a spacer down there for the CV shaft, so you get proper driveline angles. I mean, you can't beat it. For this big a kit, it's awesome. Also got the steel braided brake lines, so they can make sure you stop on a dime. Alright guys, so now we're going to go over the back lift here. So the way Cognito does this kit, right now on the market, really Deaver is the only company that has any big springs for these trucks, and really 4-inch is the biggest they go. So the way they do it is they give you a new 4-inch spring pack, which is very heavy. Let me tell you, my tech, he really enjoyed doing that, let me tell you. And then they do a 5-inch steel block underneath it, and that's how you get the back. So you lift the front about 12, the back about 9, and it gets a nice level stance. It also comes with the new steel braided brake lines, and of course the Fox reservoir shocks in the rear. Okay guys, another thing we did on this truck, give it a little more horsepower and torque, is we added a new AFE power, one of their new Momentum HD intakes. Adds about 20 horsepower, just under 60 foot-pounds of torque. That's a nice improvement on a truck. Not that these Duramaxes need the power, but they're there. So it's got the full replacement air box, enclosed filter, sucks just the cool air from outside the vehicle. And then it also has the full tube, that full replacement tube. Some of the intakes on the market don't always do the full tubes, but this one does do a full tube that replaces the whole setup. So real nice intake to do on these trucks, add a little more horsepower and torque.
Alright guys, Tyler here at Trucks Unique. So what I'm going to go through with you is the edge monitor system that we put on this truck. As you can see here, we put in a exhaust gas temperature gauge. Basically what that does, it just lets you know what your exhaust temperature is running at if you're towing, climbing hills, elevation changes. So that's what that does. And this doesn't necessarily add the tuning capabilities that the Edge tuner does. It just monitors all your systems, and you can go through it and actually change. I mean, you got diagnostic settings, maintenance, different options you can go through. It's a really nice system for this. Especially if you're towing something, it'll show your boost pressure, RPM, the coolant temperature. This is definitely a must-have if you're going to be using your truck for what it's meant to be for.